guys. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then take questions for the players.
Yeah. Everybody good? Microphones?
Yeah.
All right. Has technology gotten better? Like, it should be microphones up here. All right, so. All right, is this AI?
Yeah.
All right, that probably everything's AI. All right, first thing, we're excited to go 2-0. And, we wanted to win the segments. We basically, it's 2 24-minute games, and that was a priority for us to win, to compete, and to finish those segments with Vanderbilt having more points than UVA. Now, the next thing is, you can't overreact on anything that happened today. We got 17 days, all right, to get better before our first game, and we did some things well. I thought we played hard. We obviously made mistakes, and usually you make mistakes for these scrimmage or exhibitions behind closed doors, and you guys got to see them, but you also got a chance to see this team is talented, and we got a chance to be good. But I thought, just the overall energy of the team, we're ready to play, excited to play. UVA is going to have a good team too. So that was a great test for us, and to be able to get that in this kind of setting was a great night.
Questions for Duke Miles, Tyler Harris.
Duke, I saw you kind of soaking it in there as the buzzer sounded, waving your arms. Just could you take me through that moment and what it meant to you to kind of have a win here?
Yeah, get my first win in Memorial, even though it's an expedition. Any win is a big win to me, and then for the team as well. So just soaking it in and having the fans and everybody in the crowd just in tune with us and as a team, it just means a lot.
Tyler, what has the transition been like for you coming from Washington, to being in Vanderbilt's system, kind of?
Yeah, I feel like the system really fits me a little better. I have more free. I can shoot a couple more shots without looking back at the bench, and just like the role I have.
Duke, what do you feel like you showed tonight?
One thing I think I try to show energy. One thing I try to bring to the team, I just want to be a leader. I'm kind of an older guy. I just want to bring energy, whether that's, picking a teammate up, going to get a rebound, whatever the case may be. I just want to bring that energy to the team.
Tyler, I guess same question to you. What do you feel like you brought tonight?
Really just defense, guarding smaller guards, even power forwards. I remember like the first possession I got switched on, just making a miss, just showing that I'm physical.
I know you mentioned a little bit more freedom. Obviously, you worked a lot on putting it on the floor and getting your own shot. How do you feel like that's come along to this point?
Yeah, I'm really proud of my work. I just blessed that I could even do it with the system, and I can show it in front of the fans and stuff.
Right. Sorry, Duke. Tyler Tanner also with an efficient night tonight. What did you see from him?
I'm gonna start with this. Tyler Tanner in practice is hard to guard anyway. So just having him out there on the floor and just seeing him being efficient, being as a young player, it's just real exciting to see, because at the end of the day, I know he's gonna work hard, he's gonna put in that effort, and the results are always gonna show at the end of the day.
Dude, kind of the same thing as Tyler. Feel like you'll have a more expansive role here, putting it on the floor a little bit more. Just how do you feel you've developed that part of your game, and how do you feel you can show it now?
Yeah, of course. Coming from Oklahoma last year, I already been in the SEC. Going through the transfer portal, it wasn't easy. But just having Coach B and the whole staff and my whole teammates behind me, just pushing me every day, whether it's to get better with dribbling, putting it on the floor, cutting, whatever that may be, just spinning my role. I'm gonna give them guys my all every night.
Duke, I think you lost a couple of teeth in Oklahoma last year.
Yes, sir.
What's that say about your style of play, and how do you come back from something like that?
Basketball. People say basketball not a physical game, but I think that's a cap. I think basketball is very physical, and losing my teeth and still going back out there and play. I think everybody just has to realize like stuff's gonna happen, no matter good or bad. That you just gotta go out there and compete and just show that you have that dog in you. And when you show you have that dog, everybody respect that.
Tyler, this summer, he was saying that he was challenging you to get your shot off a little bit faster. Just how's that balance with not rushing it and still getting it off quicker, so when guys know you can shoot, that you can still get it off?
Yeah, it's just being shot ready. Just making sure my knees are down, because I'm not gonna get a lot of open looks anymore. And then obviously just expanding my range to like the NBA range, something like that.
You feel like you've been guarded a little more closely based off the percentage you were putting up last year?
Today I was a little bit surprised. I thought it was gonna get a little bit more tighter defense, but yeah, I think it will.
There's a pretty hefty amount of transfers coming in. How do you guys feel you guys have all gelled together so far?
I'll go first. I feel like Coach B and the staff did very well by putting us together. Like, you know, everybody know the transfer portal coming in, bring a lot of older guys, younger guys, a little mixture. It could be a headache, but Coach did good by putting good guys that, you know, good character guys. They have good habits. And we, like, you don't have to force team bonding. We all hang with each other. We all support each other. And I think this is a brotherhood that everybody wish and fight for, and that we already have from day one.
Yeah, I said the same. This is the most connected team I've ever been on. Everybody liking each other, cheering each other on. And, you know, when you care about someone making shots or something like that, it goes like a long way.
One more for the guys.
Duke, you've been at 4 stops. What made this one the right one, and what stood out that made you pick here?
It's kind of funny to say, but the length. Like, in the SEC, you know, you can't, like, the physicality is one thing, but when you're going out there and competing, like, against your own teammates who's bigger, longer, and stronger too as well, I was like, this is a good, you know, team that I can go out there and compete with. And I feel like, you know, with Coach having me expanding my role and, you know, trusting me and trusting the other guys as well, we're going to make a deep run for sure.